Vegas, Nevada. It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 20 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
A nice gain of 21 yards.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
And he's got this down to the 35. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
Well, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
First down, Murray. Out quickly to Judy. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Here's Murray. And it's caught. Touchdown! Julio Jones. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it winds up at 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU and Zach Wilson. Play action. It's Wilson. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a give to Taylor. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Room to run past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. On the handoff, this is Taylor. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Wilson will get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time
pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try to run with Madison. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Alexander Madison, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. The Texans here on 3rd down putting an extra defender in the secondary. To throw, it's Murray. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Raiders on the move, a couple of big plays in succession. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Murray to air it out again. They'll find Everett there, complete. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Now Murray off play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Well, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. Touchdown, Raiders! Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points on? Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And all the way down to the 5.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now here come the Raiders. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Murray. We'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Julio Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders have moved down in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Can't do that.
So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you can almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Michael Brocker's in on the stop. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And able to work his way down to the 16. 109 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They run with Taylor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Touchdown, Texans. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. That time, a 9-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Murray now. Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Murray going to throw. Got
It's Brown. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
That's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Murray. Flushed out right. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The kick by Carlson is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Wilson.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
131 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Madison.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Going to run with Madison again. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Alexander Madison, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Murray. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And taken right on the 30. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Taylor. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the...
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Michael Brockers showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The give to Taylor. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Wilson on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a first and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run.
Be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll run here with Taylor.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Jonathan Taylor.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans are on their way.
Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Raiders offense ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Throwing on first down is Murray.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Osa Odighizuwa able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but just show them a lot of different looks. And they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Murray now on first down. A little short pass. This is Everett. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From the 40 now on second down. Murray.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Raiders on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. This will be caught. Judy. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Julio Jones from 13 yards out. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you, someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Taylor. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Texans on 3rd down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it. For 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give to Madison. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Madison. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Another carry now for Madison. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run with Madison, and they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Kick is good, so you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And you look back